supposed to be flat. Supposed to keep it as flat as you can. Sometimes it's hard to use it when it's flat if you're going in certain areas.
Yeah. Like that.
Oh yeah, but still supposed to hold it flat. I like to tip it up sometimes, even though you're not supposed to. Well, here's the progress. It came to a standstill because Jimmy had to go home and beat his kids, so he must be beating them good too because it's been gone a long time. I got bored and decided I'd rather buff on the Ford than work on the Bug. So I ran the buffer over this side and the roof and the deck lid. Got all the overspray off. Looks a little better. The deck lid's pretty impressive. Let's just take a look at that. Yeah, it looks so much better. Until you get up close and look at it and see how bad it is. But from a distance, it'll be looking really sweet.
It's going to take a lot of paint.
No, it's not, because I'm not going to paint it ever. It's going to take very little paint.
I thought you wanted to paint it.
Yeah, I want it painted. Whether I want to paint it is another thing.
Okay.
I don't want to disassemble it.
I'll paint it for you. It might not be any custom paint job.
Well, I don't want it.
Could do a lace on the roof.
No, I want a Winfield fade. But to paint it like that, first it needs to be chopped.
What? It doesn't have to be chopped to do the fade.
For me, for what I want, yeah. No chop, no fade. Just straight one color. Gold. That's it. Guess we'll be back when we're doing something. Like putting this other door on. Need to do some more buffing, but it's good for now, I think. Well, here's where we ended up. Didn't quite get her done this weekend like I wanted to, but we're close. I had video. I tried to do a little bit of a more in-depth video when I did the sanding and buffing on this, but I didn't have any sound because apparently I forgot the right way to turn this camera on, and when you do it that way, it's got no sound. So that's that. Got the quarters done, the doors done. We put the doors on yesterday. I think. I don't know. No, we still haven't got to see it out in the sun yet. It's got the new wheels on. There's a little bit, because the lighting sucks in here, there's some, I noticed when you get down, there's some scratches and stuff in here I didn't get out with the buffer, so I'll need to do a little fine tuning on the buffing at some point, but it looks pretty good for the most part. Better than it did before. And there's no cracks here, the doorposts aren't rusty on the bottom, and there's no big chip of paint glued back on where the hinge is. So that's good. Doors still fit pretty good. When it's locked, you can open it. So, stuff like that. Good enough. Finished getting it cleaned up. Still got to go over the roof, the hood, and the deck lid with the orbital buffer. Oh, we did the fenders and the sides. I don't think he did the driver's door, but that buffer there. I got bored and went over the Ford with the buffer. I did this whole side, the roof, and the trunk. And the paint on this thing is garbage, but it looks pretty good from 5 feet away now that I cleaned it up. So that's cool. It's got tiny bubbles all over it. I don't know if those are gonna show up, but yeah, paint's garbage. But I'm not gonna paint it right now, so cleaning it up like that, I'm happy. It's gonna look pretty sweet. So that's that. I still gotta do the driver's side. And get an alternator on it. Still need that. Clean up the engine compartment. Start driving it a little bit. When this leaves, Jim's truck's gonna come over here. Gonna try to do a little buffing on it. Maybe some other things. Not sure. We'll figure that out when it's here. Portland swap meets next weekend. Might try to get the rear tires for the Model A. Also need to get a water pump because the paint on this one is cracking, and that's the water pump off the green motor, and the green paint that was on it never really dried, so I just painted over that, and the white paint kind of cracked and got all ugly. So I'm just gonna get an aluminum polished water pump or a chrome one. Not that this thing's a show car, but I think it's the other side, so you can't see it from here. It looks kind of funky. So actually the white paint on the motor held up better than I thought it was going to. It still cleans up pretty good. So as you can see, I'm just rambling on. Might as well go over these IROC wheels still sitting here. I need to sell those. Not sure who's gonna buy those, but 18-inch IROCs. What do you think about these wheels? I like them. I think they're better than the 5 spokes. You don't have a whole lot of options. You have a few options, but when it comes to bugs, you don't got a whole lot of options for wheels. I'll give you a shot of this after the front bumper's on. Door handles are on and it's all cleaned up and the interior's back together and it's done. Done for now until the next time we decide to fix some other stuff. It's got some other issues on the black paint, but for the most part it cleans up pretty nice. Nice enough for now. Alright, now this time I am done rambling and we'll see you on the next one.